We're going to move on to adding fractions. So when you're adding fractions, the key here is you want to have a common denominator. That's why we went over equivalent fractions in episode 1. For the first question, the denominators are already the same. So you can kind of think of it as they have a shared denominator of 7, and just putting the two numbers on the numerator there and adding them together. 2 plus 4 is 6 over 7. For the second question, it's a little bit harder. The denominators are not the same, but we can make an equivalent fraction. We can change 1/2 into 2/4 by multiplying the top and bottom by 2. Then once you have a common denominator, you can combine them and do 2 plus 1 on the top equals 3. For the third question, it's a little bit harder. You cannot get a common denominator by changing just one fraction. In this case, you have to change both. So the way you want to think about it is we're going to multiply the first fraction by the second fraction's denominator. And we're going to multiply the second fraction by the first fraction's denominator. This is a good trick if you just want to have a quick common denominator and don't really care about the lowest common denominator. But in this case, it actually does give the lowest common denominator. And last, we're going to do 3 times 3, which is 9, 7 times 1, which is 7. We're going to add those together and get 16 over 21. Okay, that's it for this video. If you want, you can go ahead and do the blue questions on the right for homework, and those will be taken up in episode 3.